Jeremy Swayman and Igor Shesterkin are in the middle of intense contract negotiations that could forever change the way teams pay their top goalies. Swayman is in the middle of a standoff with the Boston Bruins over length and value of his deal, while Shesterkin is aiming to be the highest paid goalie in the league, if not of all time. But will their teams agree to their high demands, and would their teams really push the limit to keep them? Let's find out. Let's start with Jeremy Swayman. This young talent has been a key player for the Boston Bruins, and he is ready for a big long-term deal, 8 years to be exact. But the Bruins are not quite on the same page. They're only offering 4 years, which is a far cry from what Swayman wants. Now, the Bruins have a history of playing hardball with contracts, but they also have caved for players like David Pastrnak and McAvoy. So why not Swayman? He has proven himself on the ice, and you would think that they would want to lock him down for the long haul. The problem is, Boston is trying to keep their salary cap in check. Swayman wants to be paid like one of the top goalies in the league, and that's a tough pill for the Bruins to swallow. Both sides are still negotiating, and there is hope they will meet somewhere in the middle. Maybe we will see a 7 or 8 year deal, around $8.5 million per season, who knows. The Bruins better hope they do though, because if Swayman does not play by the regular season, they are in a tough spot after trading Linus Ullmark to Ottawa during this offseason. All they have to do now is find that sweet spot before the season kicks off. Now, not too far away in New York, Igor Shesterkin is giving a headache to the New York Rangers with his own contract demands. We gotta admit that this guy is one of the best goalies in the NHL right now, and he knows it. Shesterkin is looking for a deal that blows past Carey Price's $10.5 million salary, and he is currently not settling for anything less. He has got the leverage too. His current contract is up soon, and he will be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the 2024-2025 season. This gives him all the power to push for a monster deal. So if the Rangers don't give in to his demands, Shesterkin could easily walk away when his contract is up, and as a UFA, he will have no shortage of teams willing to pay top dollar for his talent. But the question is, can the Rangers afford to give Shesterkin what he's looking for? We're talking up to $12 million a year, maybe more. Sure, he has been a rock for them in the playoffs, but he has not won a Stanley Cup, and without that championship, can he really demand such a massive payday? Shesterkin seems to think so, and if the Rangers want to keep him, they might have to break the bank. But let's be real, paying a goalie that much could seriously limit their ability to build a championship team around him. It's a high-stakes game, and the Rangers have to decide if Shesterkin is worth it. What makes Shesterkin's situation even more interesting is that he has put a deadline on these negotiations. He wants this deal done before the season starts, or he is shelving talks until after the season. That's a bold decision, but it also shows just how confident he is in his abilities and what he's worth. If the Rangers don't lock him down now and he has another stellar season, his price could increase even more. Meanwhile, Swayman's leverage is not quite as strong. He's still a restricted free agent, meaning the Bruins have a little bit more control over his future. That does not mean he is backing down, and it does still give him room to push hard to be recognized as one of the league's top goalies. And he's not going to settle for a short-term deal or a lowball offer. He knows his worth, and he's making sure the Bruins know it too. If we look at the bigger picture, both Swayman and Shesterkin are out here trying to change the game for goalies. They're aiming for huge contracts that could set a new standard. Look at Bobrovsky. People laughed at his $10 million deal with the Panthers, but after he helped them win a Stanley Cup this past year, no one's laughing anymore. Swayman and Shesterkin are probably thinking that if he's getting that kind of cash, why not us? Now, the Bruins and Rangers are feeling the pressure. Will they give in to these big demands? Or let their top goalies walk away to teams who are ready to pay up? It is a classic battle of who has the upper hand. Money, control, and reputation are all on the line. And make no mistake, Swayman and Shesterkin know exactly what they are worth, and they're not about to settle for anything less. Now it's up to both sides to work together to find common ground, because that's the last thing anyone wants is for these negotiations to end up in arbitration. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you never miss a new video.